Alright, time to get this show on the road. Everything is stowed away and we're all set up and ready to sail. The last sad task is just to unplug this Wi-Fi. Hope the first mate's not going to mind.
Not my Wi-Fi! I feel like a modern day teenager now.
I almost got unfriended, I think.
Where's the thumb down? Well, let's go.
Alright, let's get out of here. We're not sailing off the hook today. We need to get straight out there and underway. We have a long passage. It's going to be about 50 hours, we think. Two-nighter down the coast towards Oaxaca. There's really no wind to speak of on this part of the coast. We've waited about 10 days for this weather window that we have, such as it is. And we have 2 bursts of strong 12-knot northerlies following us down. So we're going to try to make the most out of those. But 50 hours is a long passage in our book, and it's going to be very light and probably a lot of motoring. So this is definitely a passage for the patient. Luckily, that's the first mate's middle name.
That's right. I bring good luck, you see.
Yeah, that's right. He brings calm thoughts, good luck, and let's hope he also brings a bit of unexpected wind with him this time, shall we?
I did make chili con carne, so you may be in luck there.
Good job we don't have a body boat for this leg.
Don't want to be downwind. It's all hands in the galley this morning. Well, my hands at least. So I've been a very busy bee this morning. Made chili con carne for the passage, broccoli and Stilton soup, and pre-boiled eggs for snacking. On top of that, I've also baked my favorite bread. This is the non-oven baked bread. That is just done in a frying pan with a lid on.
Bohemia behind the scenes here. He's preparing this bread for the perfect flip.
It's the most delicious bread you will ever eat. It's so crusty and it's so fluffy. So that's me done. Let's have a look what he's up to, eh?
Well, the wind is coming from the nose, which is certainly unexpected, but we're making the best of it. There's going to be plenty of motoring on this passage, so any time that we can get the sails out is a bonus. We're going to have the first mate on sail trimming duty the whole 50 hours, and hopefully that'll save us a bit of diesel.
Make me. I'm not getting paid for that. It's overtime. That's what it's called.
Night shift. He doesn't like the night shift.
The trick to catch a mahi-mahi is that the lure needs to look just like mahi-mahi. They are vicious, they are cannibals. So if you make it green, yellow with black dots, success guaranteed.
To catch a mahi-mahi, you first need to think like a mahi-mahi.
This one is looking a bit tired, so I need to give her a new outfit. Look at that! I told you I can entertain myself for 50 hours. Next, Tom's face. So what did you do on your 50-hour passage? Well, we painted our faces. I only want mahi-mahi or yellowfin tuna. Not being picky. There we go. First course of the ocean buffet is about to start.
Well, I gotta hand it to the first mate. What he lacks in sail trimming, and let's face it, motivation in general, he certainly makes up for in the galley. The first mate even had time to brush up on his warfare tactics.
You next. Now I know all the tricks. This all will be mine. Very soon.
I'm not sure he quite knows all the tricks yet. I think he's on about page 10.
Can't do letters. Itchy eyes.
Let us know how it ends. We're currently on a collision course with a super yacht sailboat. I was wondering if we were reading the AIS data correctly, but it said 52 meters and it was a sailboat. So we're wondering who's going to give way to who. but with it being 52 meters, I could Google it, and it turns out it's an amazing piece of work. And if we're going to go down, we'll go down in style.
There's no way that they are sailing. I mean, no way. So I'm standing my ground. They need to give ours away. They're going at 11 knots. We're going at 6.5. Let's see who's gonna win.
I think we're about as big as their dinghy's dinghy. I'd like to see us stand our ground against that.
Well, I'm not changing course. No way, Jose.
Face off on the high seas coming up, I can tell.
I can see them. I don't see any sails. Cheaters. That means get out of my way. It's huge. It's huge. They've altered their course. They're gonna bypass us at 0.7 miles. 171 foot sailing boat.
Not even a single sail out on a best sailing day of the year like this. Travesty. Tamsin, named and shamed. They'll never live that one down.
Well, that's the excitement for the day. Back to my book.
Seems like we've already entered the shipping lanes for the Panama Canal. It's busy already here, so no sleeping on the job tonight. Poor Peter. All that warfare must have tired him out. This is so unexpected from the forecast. We are really screaming forward toward Huatulco. Only issue is, at this rate, we're going to arrive in the middle of the night tomorrow, so I'm sure it'll slow down a little bit overnight.
Let's see if this is going to wake me up.
Well, the captain smelled the coffee and crawled out of bed this morning as well. We are just about to lose the morning katabatic winds, I think. According to the forecast at least, we should have 3 hours of calm before the northerlies set in. And we're just gonna bounce around here, I think. Maybe put the sails away if it gets super calm and wait for them to fill in since we're so ahead of schedule.
This is a real test of our patience, not switching on the engine. I suggested we go for a little swim and wait for the northerlies to fill in. Captain is a bit tired for that. Well, the good news is that even with no wind whatsoever, we're still traveling at 1.2 knots. So for once the current is with us. I'm still persuading the captain to go for a swim. Let's see.
Alright, the captain's made an ultimatum. The engine's not being turned on and there's no swimming allowed.
Seriously, he's such a fun sponge. Talking of sponges and buckets, better go and have my little wash down. It's the only fun I get around here.
I didn't like to say anything, but it's definitely time for his little wash down.
Oh look, it's happening! Just in case I get eaten by some sea monster. Just remember, I really liked you. Loved you. You, not so much. You know, you.
Look at that, we are moving.
Oh, it's wonderful. Now I want to see what's waiting down below.
Alright, the captain's made an ultimatum, there's no swimming allowed. Well, if you can't beat them, join them, that's what I'd say. Couldn't let him get away with calling me a fun sponge. Oh. It's about 3,000 feet below us right now. Here I go. Come back! I'm gonna race you to Huatulco! See you later! This is quite exhilarating actually.
for half a day. Absolutely not. We can't go swimming. It's not safe. Health and safety has gone crazy on this boat. And look at him now.
You could say health and safety has gone overboard. It's a weird feeling. There's almost a mile of water below me. I'm getting vertigo just thinking about it. We're back in business. Our patience and the morning swim paid off. We're moving at 2.2 knots and increasing rapidly. Soon we'll be at 3. I've got full confidence in the wind. It's going to come any second now. We've been steadily watching our speed rise from the dizzy heights of 1 knot to 1.1 to 1.2 and then back down again. So if ever you wondered how we pass the time on our long passages, that's about it really.
ETA, 4 days, 5 days, 3 days, 5 days, 6 days. Are we there yet? Something big with yellow tail is lurking around the lure. Let's hope it's gonna bite it. We've got one. Question is it mahi mahi? Oh my god, it's a mahi mahi! See, my wish came true. Mahi mahi as ordered from the captain. Well, there you go. That's gonna be our dinner for several days now. Really happy about that. Mahi mahi. Yum, yum, yum. I don't know what came first, the fish or the wind. It just arrived all at the same time and we are flying forward again. Fantastic.
Well, we've changed to our wing-on-wing sail plan, which should take us through the night. Hopefully with minimal adjusting. How's our course? Oh yeah, that's much better. So that should see us cruise along the coast and ready to catch any catabatics that come our way. Last supper's about to begin.
With St. Peter.
What does that make me, Judas?
Yes. Oh, I have to admit, I'm struggling. I am so sleep deprived. These overnight passages, they knock me out.
I gotta say, the 2 and the 3 day ones of all the overnighters that we've done, they're the worst.
Yeah.
Because by the 2nd or the 3rd night, you're just so drained from lack of sleep.
Zombies.
And then longer than that, although we haven't done too many longer than that, but longer than that, you go back into a routine and it's so much nicer. You turn the corner. So maybe we should just keep going. What do you think?
Keep going. Next stop, Panama.
Join us next time on Sailing Bohemia, where we arrive at the Panama Canal.
Well, 50 hours at sea, but the galley can't stop, can it? I'm like a well-oiled machine. Need to keep the crew happy.
As you know, Bohemia's crew are not easy to please. But I gotta say, the galley's done pretty well today.
I'm literally just counting down the hours.
Can't wait to drop the hook.
And sleep.
Welcome to southern Mexico sailing. We haven't seen the ocean this calm in a very, very long time. The most stressful thing so far about navigating around here is sleeping sea turtles. There's hundreds of them on the surface and they're just floating. They look like logs or debris and I'm just having to dodge left and right to avoid the poor things. Nearly there!
Well, welcome to, I don't even know where we are. I know that we are somewhere in Oaxaca, close to the Huatulco base, and this wasn't our plan to come here, so here we are. It looks very pleasant, and it is so hot, and we're just gonna jump in.
Finally, we made it! 12 hours of sleep never felt so good.
Yeah. We're going for a run. I managed to persuade him. After 52 hours at sea, I think we need to get that blood pumping.
He's got a point for once. It's full of young people, energetic, running already, I can see.
It's disgusting, disgusting. We shouldn't be looking at that. We need to find the geriatric beach.
That must be next door.
Where we are the fastest.
Alright, let's get this over with. I feel like we're amongst the oldest people on this beach. Everyone's young and full of energy. They've all had their morning kombucha.
And we are the only one wearing clothes as well. I've already seen a couple of breasts flying around. This definitely has a feel of 1960s Californian beach. There's a lot of yoga people, a lot of different odors.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
There's a smoky haze across the whole town in the morning.
A lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. So yeah, very hippie feel. This place is amazing. So much atmosphere. It's unbelievable.
Well, here's a sight you don't see very often.
The trick to a successful laundry is don't create any. I keep saying to the captain, wear as little clothing as possible. It's not easy, you know.
I've been banned from wearing clothes for the past week.
Good job we arrived in Mazunte. Supposed to be popular with the nudist. So we're gonna fit in. Fresh mangoes, fresh mangoes. To think of the future enterprise, isn't it? I always saw myself as a fruit seller.
He's big in mangoes, that Peter.
And big onions. They always said Pedro's got big onions. He does. And they're cheap. Buy now.
Alright, the captain's made an ultimatum. The engine's not being turned on and there's no swimming allowed.
Seriously, he's such a fun sponge.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I say. Couldn't let him get away with calling me a fun sponge. If you've been enjoying our episodes and want to loosen up Captain Fun Sponge, then please head over to www.patreon.com/Sailing Bohemia.
Champagne for everyone.
Thank you so much, and here's to all of our patrons. If you enjoyed this episode, then please don't forget to tell YouTube all about it by commenting, liking, and sharing. See you next time.